Okay, well, good morning everyone. Today's video is not going to be too much about building in or on or around the vardo. It's there's some things that have to be taken care of that I want to do today that's necessary before winter comes. Kaya's probably going to try to help in some small way, but there will be a kind of a story of the shop of the shop. And about 12 years ago, the shop burnt to the ground. It was a cape style, so it had a 12-12 roof pitch. It was still the same footprint. Over on that side, I added a 12-foot overhang. It's a freestanding, just an overhang, so I had more room for storage. I did lose the upstairs. I just finished everything off downstairs to make it real efficient. Insulated well. The other one was not insulated. And I used a torpedo kerosene heater. That's actually what they figure caused the fire. So I have a nice propane modine heater mounted on the ceiling now. Anyway, I'll probably talk about that a little bit more as we go, but I have a project over here that you folks have seen. I mentioned a few videos ago that when I emptied out my equipment trailer, I basically backed the trailer right up there, and I just threw everything out on top of that blue tarp so that I was trying to keep it protected off the ground. There are tools in there that I haven't seen since last year. It's been probably 10 months, 11 months since I did that. I want this cleaned up because I want to put the vardo over there so I can have access to my shop a little bit better. So that's the goal. Also, coming up within a week or so, if everything goes well, I'm going to be doing a small project with Chad and Dan. We're going to pour some concrete, so that'll be fun. And we'll hopefully have a video come out about that. So let me just, while I'm right here, show you some stuff that happened when we had the fire. Some of you have actually commented about that tree, that dead one. That's because those caught fire, and some of them are breaking off. There's one branch crossways over there that has fallen down, and all the way around the flames were, they were 40, 50 feet high above the garage, the old garage, the old shop. So that tree is just about ready to come down. I may encourage it a little bit more because it'd be nice to have it gone. Well, the best way to do this is to begin. So I'm going to start over here. This blue tarp is a 40 by 60 blue tarp that's underneath there. So it's not going to come out easily. I've got to unload all of that stuff off of there. I'm going to start over here. Both these wheelbarrows and this barrel has water in it. Let's get rid of the water. And then my garden stuff, I've got to move that. I'm going to move that over. I'm going to try to condense all this stuff. Picking up all the junk. I'm going to put that in one pile. So I hung on to some twist ties, just because you never know, right? So I'll hang on to these for 10 more years and then I'll throw them away. But in here are the metal truss spacer brackets. I have a whole bunch of those. Never know if Chad or Dan might want them to borrow them, or So I'm going to set those over there with the barrel laying down so that it won't fill with water as easily. And then anchor bolts. I mean, those are 10-inch anchor bolts. I bought those. They never got used because we pour 5-inch slab, 6-inch slab, and they would stick up too much. But chain. And again, I'm just piling all the junk stuff over here. Eventually it's going to the dump. Some 4-inch sheetrock screws, lag screws, trash bags. I'll use those. The box isn't any good. Okay. Empty bucket. Putting shovels and such over here. Mud boots. I have mine inside, and these have always just been miscellaneous. Probably going to the dump. Empty. Why? Empty stuff. I'll set this aside because I am going to pour concrete in a few days. A broken chair. Twister for twist ties. Container's not good anymore, but that's close to $100 worth of plastic. Sill seal. Hang on to that. What could be in here? What? A bag of trash? Ooh, a ladder standoff. And it adds and a pick. Another ladder standoff. Nice empty box. A lot of cedar shims there. Piece of rubber roofing. A 4-foot bar. This, you can see that's bent. This went through my shop fire, and I've kept it all these years, about 12 or 14 years. It's all rusted from the fire, but it's been useful. This was an attachment to go to the top of a ladder for roofing. A ridge hook that I made. This is a standard one. I made this one so that when it's on, metal ridge cap can slide easily under that. I'm going to hang on to that because that's kind of a one of a kind. Worn out knee pads. Believe it or not, they're worn out. House wrap. Mud whip. Joist hangers and brackets for the ladder standoffs. Nice. Didn't even find any snakes yet. Wow. Okay, so I'll just clean this up, rake it out, and I should be able to move the vardo over here. Much better. So everything's cleaned up, all de-nailed. I ran the magnet around, made sure there was no nails left. Got some hand tools over there, a few over there. There wasn't a lot. I had actually, I guess, picked out most of the tools and got them inside the shop or under the overhang. So I'm going to move the vardo over there, and that will free up some room to get into the shop. It just looks so cozy sitting there. I'm going to level it up and unhook, and I'll pull the truck out of the way, put the deck down, the ramp, deck, I'm sorry, and just see what it looks like. Before I put that down, I'll put a level on the sides, see how it looks. I actually just leveled it, so it should be, that's good. Okay. I'll put the deck down. Good. Very good. All right. Well, when the old shop burnt, it was like just a huge pile of ashes right there. And the fire marshal was supposed to come and do an inspection and see what they thought was the reason for it. And you could see in that back left corner of the old building how the fire pattern came along the side wall. There were still studs standing up there and along the front, that side. And as it got progressively further back, more wood was burned. And so that's how they determined, the space heater was back there. That's how they determined that. Over in this front corner, we'll go take a peek at that. Look at my paint shelves. All those paint cans on the floor, and I have those beautiful shelves. Anyway, right here in this corner of the old building was my bull float. It had a magnesium handles, and the trowel part was all magnesium, and it had, apparently magnesium doesn't need air to burn. Once it gets hot enough, it just burns on its own, and it burnt a hole right through the concrete in this area. So again, in the old shop, over in that corner were stairs that went up to upstairs. And then when we rebuilt, we had over 40 people here came on one day. We had like a church barn raising, and we had the roofing on the roof. It was completely, the siding was on. I had pre-built the walls ahead because that's what I do for a living, was build garages. So we had them all built, and I had some help to build those. This was in February, March or April, I guess, when we did this. And so like 40, 50 people came, got pictures, some pictures of them. I haven't had a chance to look around for them, or else I would have put them on. So we got it all dried in, got all the roof done. There was just some incidental stuff to come finish up that I could finish on my own. It might take a week. But the day after the shop burnt, I had scheduled a truckload of plywood and lumber to come. I mean, a huge load. It was like 3 or 4 units of plywood, a bunch of lumber. We were just getting geared up, ready to start for the building season. So I had to call and cancel that, it's a good thing it didn't come the day before, because that would have been bad. So while we were building, that back door, not the first day, it was a few days later, there was some staging planks across the door right at eye level. And I went out through that door to go get something. And when I did, I hit the plank right here. And it just knocked me back. I was seeing stars. And what turns out what happened was I detached this retina, like more than 3/4 detached. It wasn't completely detached, but had multiple surgeries. They lasered it back in place, and so when they did laser it, it puckered up my vision. So I lost I can't see my finger right here. I can see it with this eye, but I can't with this one. And but they got it back, and it actually improved my up close vision. Then later on, I had surgery in this eye because I had a cataract, and they put so I lost the ability to focus. Actually, both eyes, but this one was good for seeing up close. This one was good for seeing far away. So if I wanted to see something a long ways away, I used this eye. If I wanted to see it up close to read, I'd use this eye. Kind of cool. But so I did get glasses to wear when I was driving or whatever, because then it would even it out. I'd get headaches if I didn't. So that's that. That was just another adventure to this whole thing of rebuilding the shop. But what a blessing it has been to have this, to have all the wiring and conduit, a really good heater that takes care of everything. Really thankful for how it turned out. So here I am. So I'm sitting here in my ashes, so to speak, like Job in the Old Testament, and I'm thinking, wow, because that day, after it had burned, I had no idea what was going to go on, and the fire marshal, investigator, state, I don't know what, they're the ones that come to determine the fire, and his first question he got out of his truck and as he's heading towards me, have you ever had a fire before? Hung my head, and I did not smile. It was like, yeah, I had another garage burned. And that was another one where we lived in another town, I don't know, 15 or 20 years prior to that. And that was caused by, we were staining clapboards. It was in the middle of winter, and we had a mobile home furnace in there. And we got it all stained, and went to another town where we were working and letting those dry, and it turns out the fumes ignited somehow, and it burned that garage. So I've had two burn, and that's more than I wanted. Little side note, and it's kind of interesting. So I think that's going to do this video. I'm still waiting. You can see, well, you can't see. I don't have any boards on the rack right now. I have a batch that I just stained. They're all ready to go, so I should be good to start putting on some more boards in the vardo. That's going to look really sharp. I can't wait until we do the bedroom area. It'll have a bed, a shower, and a toilet all in that area. It's going to be pretty unique, I think. I've never seen one done this way, and I'm pretty sure it'll work. I hope it'll work. I'm planning on it. So, okay. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully I can get into the rhythm of doing some more building instead of just, well, I needed to clean up that area instead of stuff like that. I really want to I would rather be building. Kaya senses somebody else around. Okay, see you later. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, tap the bell. Okay, see you later. Okay, Kaya, good girl. Incredible. The colorologist is here. Wow. So you're doing diamonds, And you said you're going all the way across?
Yep.
That's going to look really nice. With that door, can I shut the door?
Sure. It's pretty messy right now.
Is it wet on top? It's not wet on top, right?
Hold on. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Pretty messy right now. I'm just trying to get it, like, the base of it done, and then I'll go in and fix the mistakes.
Mistakes?
Mistakes.
Happy, what are they?
Happy accidents.
Happy accidents.
They're not so happy, though, because I'm going to have to go and fix them.
I noticed I still have to nail off this trim on the inside.
I know, I accidentally took it off.
Good. Looking good. So are you.
Me too.
Me too?
Oh.
Oh. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.